The location-based management system is also another possible lean planning tool that we can use for our VDC projects, in order to optimize the processes. It focuses on planning, controlling, and analyzing the activities of the workflow as each activity moves from location to location. Now, why do we use the location-based management system? Well, the traditional activity-based scheduling methods, for example, critical path method and the PERC, provides limited insight into the spatial configurations of the projects. The schedule durations are typically calculated based on rough estimates or experience, not on accurate, reliable durations from model-based quantities and actual crew production rates. The traditional planning does not necessarily guarantee a smooth flow of work as the workers move from one place to another place. The principles of the location-based management system is to try to minimize the start and the stops. The subcontractors can work at optimum productivity rates with optimum safety and craftsmanship if their location is free of unnecessary materials and other workers. There are altogether 8 key elements in a location-based management system. There is the location breakdown structure, the tasks, the quantities by location, the durations, the flow lines, the layered logic, the risk management and buffers, and the schedule optimization. We'll be looking into all these 8 key elements in a bit more detail in the next few slides. Let's look at the first element, the location breakdown structure. A location breakdown structure is the backbone of a location-based management system, as it defines the work in each trade by their own location breakdowns as they move through the project. Ideally, all subcontractors working on the same construction phase should agree on one location breakdown structure, but it is not necessary in all cases. Then we go on to the tasks. Tasks are work packages for each trade and usually contains work in several locations. Each task would require resources and would have a productivity rate. This productivity rate is obtained from the workers or the tradesmen and is an actual progress and actual productivity is tracked. And it becomes more and more reliable as more data is acquired within the project and across the projects. We then look into the quantities by location. The work content of a task is based on quantities. There are 2 different ways of determining the quantities. First, certain BIM and BIM planning tools may enable us to obtain model-based quantities by location according to the location breakdown structure. Alternatively, quantities can also be estimated after the tasks have been determined first, perhaps by the collaborative planning, for example, the last planner system. And then we look at the durations. Durations in the location-based management system are then calculated based on the total man hours from multiplying the location-based quantities, either from what I have mentioned in the above or with productivity rates or labor consumption. Next, we try to create a flow line visualization for the project. A flow line is a representation of the duration and location. In a flow line, the location breakdown structure is shown vertically and time is shown horizontally. Each task is shown as a diagonal line. The slope of the diagonal line signifies the production rate of each task. The slopes of the line also tells a lot about the opportunities to optimize or balance out the resources. The location-based management system uses location breakdown structure to automate the creation of logic between different tasks. The layered logic of the location-based management system includes 5 layers, namely external logical relationships between activities within locations, external logical relationships driven by different hierarchy of levels, internal dependency logic between locations within the task. Fourthly, additional location-based links, and lastly, standard critical path method links between any task and different locations. Once the logical links between the various tasks have been identified and indicated, we will then go into the risk management and the calculation of the buffers. One of the main objectives of the location-based management system is to reduce the risk related to schedule. After applying layered logic, the remaining risks and variabilities are protected by including buffers in the schedule to protect the continuous flow of the critical path, creating a buffer. The schedule is further optimized by aligning the flow lines in such a way that the empty spaces are eliminated. In location-based planning, improving the alignment of schedule will shorten the project duration.